here with you, and I figured you're going to be very excited because I've cleaned up my space, and it's pretty incredible when you think about the fact that it's usually pretty messy, my space. I'm trying to find a way to hide. That's the part that's difficult. I love working on the glass mat because it just really helps to clean up, but there's a big glare, so I end up having to cover it. So when I do that, then obviously the my space gets diminished by that thing. So yeah, that's the difficulty of this. And if I don't put the lights, then it becomes very dark, which is not good for you guys to be able to see. And no matter which way I do this, you'll still see the light. So, and that's that one, but there's also the one that's over here. So yeah, it's not easy to be able to film and at the same time having a clean space. Here we go. So I'm in need of some ATCs, 2 ATCs and 2 index coins, and I figured that instead of cleaning up my little pile, I would use up this little pile here to make them, so this way I use them up and I don't have to put them away. I'm lazy that way. It's you know, it's a good way, a fast way of doing this. And of course I don't like to measure, so I'm just gonna use one of my index cards, not index card, what am I talking about? One of my ATCs, actually altered playing card, to do this. So it needs to be that by this, and even if it's not totally 100% precise, it won't really matter. Might as well do a few since I'm at it. Okay, so put this away and use my guillotine to cut this off. I have to say that it's nice working on a clean space, but it's not gonna last because I can't seem to I start one thing, then the next, and then I end up making a disaster. And then because I work full-time, I don't have a lot of time to craft, and it seems a waste if the time I could be crafting I'm actually cleaning, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna do the corners of this right now just because it's gonna make my life easier afterwards. So I could leave them square, but I don't want to. And if I round them off after I've put extra stuff on them, it's going to make them thicker and harder to punch. So let's do it that way. And then I'm going to make my artist trading coins using this. It's a bigger punch than what is, I think it's a little bit bigger. I think it's 2.5. Not sure. And I don't know why, but it doesn't want, these days, it doesn't want to do the full circle. It's getting really annoying. I got it used, so maybe that's why. But that's even if I'm standing and putting all my weight on it. It's this tiny little area that it just won't punch. So Oops, I had 4 and I forgot that one. So I'll have 2 extras. Okay, so that is done. And so what I'm thinking, I've got these scallops that I had punched because I didn't want to waste some paper. And so what do I have? I have this here. I have a bunch of these little squares. Those would be probably perfect for either like the center or covering these up. But if I want to use this with it, maybe that not be too bad. Otherwise, I'm going to go with book paper. But I can use this envelope, at least to do one. What I look at my TG gun. Okay, so this is fit like this. Close enough. Okay. Maybe I can use it on here. I was a bit off. So, like this. Okay, and got my. I think I'm going to put this on the edge. This is chip sapphire. I'm going to cheat because it's bugging me that it's not perfectly, so it's going to be a bit shorter than the typical ATC, but I don't think it's a big deal. Let's do this one too since we've got this thing out. Okay, and then I saw in my little pile I've got something, I've got this Brewing a Blessing. That's kind of cute. So this is from a security envelope of something that was received at work. So not a, and I've got one here, full circle, I could use there, and then this one would be perfect for this one. So my artist trading coins are all going to be pretty much covered. Okay. So that, and this one is this. Okay, so got those two. I said I want this one here, but I don't want it just like that because it's kind of boring. So maybe I could put this way I cover the little part here of the envelope. Could do that. Also have this thin strip of ledger paper. Why did I not throw this away? I don't know, guys. I'm just a hoarder that way. Keep everything. It just seems like such a waste to throw stuff away, but at one point you really have to. And I should do so before and not wait so long. But what can I say? I like the fact that a bunch of you write to me to tell me that I'm not alone in my quest to use up the little scraps and to feel guilty about not, you know, using them and throwing them away. So at least I know that this is something that's shared. Do I put something else? That could be cool. Just because I need to use it up. I don't want you guys to be seeing this pile forever and ever. Which could happen. So this could be pretty. I think is it already stuck? No. Just lower. Okay, so like this. I think I might call this one done, but it bothers me because I want to see a bit more of this, so I think I'm just going to slightly trim the image, which means that I need to ink it up again. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Yeah, I think it's better this way. So that's one little ATC done, and I've used up the envelope. I think it's quite cute. So that's one done. Now for the other stuff, have this flower here that is from, that could be pretty. That could be very pretty. Okay, so vintage photo. And yeah, just trying to use up what fell from my space. Okay, I think I want to remove this because I don't think it's gonna stay forever. So I think it's better if I can put some squant tape. More chance that it stays put. So this, and it'd be fun if I had a little word to go with this. And I had some little words in here.
Marc-Paul? Marc-Paul? Baisse ton son, s'il te plaît. Baisse ton son, s'il te plaît. My husband's listening to music, but I can hear it, so I don't want my camera to pick it up.
Okay, so I'm not convinced with that. I want a word, that's for sure. So let's look at
What do I have in here?
I don't know, maybe believe. It's too big. Needed small word. What about this? Yeah, I think that's it. So that's my little card, my little artist trading coin. So 2 done. Okay, now I've got this. Thought I could use this little word to go with it. And have this little image. Probably be better on there. Have oh, I think that could be cool. Canadian stamp to represent that I'm always a Canadian. So those are from security envelopes. When I use them up, I usually remove the stamp if I can, and I use those in ways like this. Actually, I want to put a little bit more layering. Okay, so something like this. Like that. Okay, so that's another one. I'm thirsty. Let me get some water. Okay. So next one, what do I have? I have a bunch of these here that were cut off from another page, like from a page that I did something with for a challenge that my husband gave me. And so maybe I can use this to create a background. I think it's going to be this.
shouldn't have put it so off to the side because I want the whole card covered. Okay, so like that. Okay, so like this. This could be fun on there. And it's a fun word, but not, I don't like that. I like this for some reason. And I think I'm going to put it, this doesn't fully fit, but this will, so I can put that. So I'm gonna do this. This is a piece of paper, so whoops, putting it upside down, that's not good. So like this. Okay, so like this. Ah, it won't stick. Okay, so and that. Kind of like that, and I've got tiny little ribbons from cut-offs of clothes and stuff, and maybe that'd be fun on this. Or if I use a full one. So this is what I use my little thins for, guys. To store my stuff, and I put the little tag. I write what's in it with the label maker, the Dymo label maker that Paula gave me, and yeah, it's just a great way of storing little tidbits. Am I going to be able to do this? It's quite tiny. It doesn't want to stay the way I want it to do. Because I'd like to be able to cut the little ribbon afterwards, but I don't want to cut it before because the pieces are going to be too small to put in. It's probably going to be harder. Okay, so I need that to fit. All of the pieces through. Come on. Just need one more. Okay, so here we go. Now I can cut that extra little loop, and I've got a double. And I've used up the full little ribbon, which otherwise would have stayed in my stash forever. So like this. Whoa. That little word would have disappeared and I would have been wondering where on earth it went. Okay. This. And that like that. So that's another little card. So I managed to make 2 atcs and 2 artist trading coins. It's pretty good. This one, the text is going to be sideways, but it doesn't matter. I could put my card the other way around, which would probably work. So I did something like this, and without using some of my painty paper. What else do I have in terms of little tidbits? I do have a little thing of small images, so let me check if there's one that would fit for this. If I can open up my little jar. Well, that could be cute. And I've got this little word. It fits exactly this image. Thinking, however, that I want to add a little something else. Just to bring some of the blue in. So that it fits with the word. And the word doesn't just look weird in blue where there's no blue anywhere else on the card. Usually my glue works fine, and today it's not working all that good. And edge and blue and chip sapphire. And here's another one. So we're doing good on using up those little scraps. Have this as well, which could be fun just as is. It was a cover of a tiny little book that I wanted to use. I used up all the inside, but the cover was cute and I just felt bad about throwing it away. So I kept it, but now it's just part of the pile of stuff that I've got. So let's just use it up. And okay, so that's a brightly colored little thing. I just remove the white from the edge. And this could be just fun to include with some mail. Just a little card to remind somebody that you love them. So there we go. And I've got one left. So do I have anything in here? This I have something I could do with it. Oh. So there's that. And maybe this here. So I didn't really like the orange. It's just that I had this piece of paper and I didn't want to throw it away, so I punched a hole with it, but now I was kind of stuck with it, so it's better that I just use it up. So here we go. It could be pretty. Whoops. And do I want to add just a little something else? I think I do. Like that. And that's another little artist trading coin. So out of my pile of scraps and my pile of leftover little cardboard, made all of this. So I'm quite happy. I've got my ATCs to send out and I've got some extras. So yeah, so hope you like this. If you do, please do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave comments down below. I love reading you guys. And that is it for now. Bye.